Hello, welcome to another spontaneous and totally unrehearsed version of Facebook Live. I'm Bill, this is Kari.
Hi, and today we're going to be talking about automatic ice makers in your household refrigerator.
Really? Is that what we're doing today?
That's what we're doing today.
Okay, good. It's funny because I happen to have one right here. This is an automatic ice maker, and this is extraordinarily common. You can find it in anything from Sub-Zero, Whirlpool, Frigidaire. They won't tell you that, but it is. It's the only thing different is how it mounts sometimes and some of the basic operation. Like virtually all of these have a shut-off arm that is located here. This one does not, because the style of that arm changes every time
What do you mean it changes?
It changes with every different design ice bucket, and some are deeper, some are wider, some hold. So when the ice bucket fills up with ice, the arm will hit the top of the ice, shut off the ice maker. So, and
does it vary from refrigerator to refrigerator if it's up or down?
typically,
If it's going to be on or off?
no. Typically, if the arm is up, that's off, and you can even lift it up yourself to shut it off, because if you're going on a vacation or whatever, if you want to clean the ice bucket out, you can pull the arm up manually. It'll lock in place, and that sort of mimics as the ice builds up. Because when this goes through a harvest mode, that arm will come up and down. So it travels a bit. So it travels up. It dumps ice. If the ice is too high, it won't be able to travel all the way down to go back into the on position. And that's pretty much universal.
And do you think that would be the first thing our technicians check when they go out for a no ice issue, is if the arm's in the right position?
Yeah, I mean, somebody could inadvertently shut it off. That's one of the things anyone can check. I guess before we get too deep into the ice maker, I wanted to maybe talk about last week we talked about ovens and killing your birds doing self-cleaning. So this is kind of like the canary in the coal mine, where
The ice maker?
Yeah. If your ice maker starts acting up, that could be just symptoms of the refrigerator itself not working properly. For instance, of course, ice freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Is that right? Someone Google that and make sure. I don't want to give you any bad info. The ice freezes at 32, but there is a thermostat. This green part is the mold. That molds the cubes. There's a thermostat right up against this that senses the temperature in the mold to trigger the harvesting cycle. That thermostat is always well below freezing. I believe anywhere from 10 to 15 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
So if your refrigerator is running,
You'll be having
well,
irregular ice cubes that are small, stuck together, maybe?
If the refrigerator is running but not quite cold enough, let's say it's freezing your cubes at 32, but the freezer is like 30 degrees, it will not harvest, it will not go through the harvest cycle, so you have the beginnings of a problem with your refrigerator, but you don't really notice it yet, because the freezer is still freezing, the refrigerator is still 40 degrees, so you really don't notice anything yet. So if your ice maker the production starts slowing down or stops making ice, you should call for a service call before the problem gets worse with your refrigerator.
Okay.
So that's an early indicator.
So the ice maker can be an indicator of other problems with your refrigerator.
Yes.
Good to know, to keep an eye on that. Now, are there anything that you could recommend to do, like say if you're going to go on vacation or be out of town for a while, would you recommend turning it off altogether?
That's always, turning off appliances, unplugging things you don't need is generally a good idea. So, yeah, if the arm, it doesn't happen frequently, but if you had a problem with the arm, this thing could keep pumping out ice while you're away, and then that could lead to problems. So lifting up the arm, shutting it off, if you're a little neurotic, that's probably a good thing to do, even if you're not. It's like, it's like unplugging your coffee maker or unplugging other appliances. So, but shutting that off is something you can do.
Okay. And then I can't think of really any other common questions that we have from customers aside from, a lot of them are irregular ice cubes, like they're too small, they're
Okay.
stuck together.
Okay, having ice cubes that are stuck together, big clumps, could indicate two different things. Either the temperature in the ice bin is getting too warm and they're melting a little bit, so they melt a little bit
Yeah.
and stick together. That also is an indicator something's up with your refrigerator itself. If ice cubes are too small, that's either a water supply. Water is supplied through the back here. You could have a problem with not getting enough water because maybe a clogged fill valve. You could be having timer issues with the ice maker, but that's also small ice cubes. Very, very tiny ice cubes could be that they're just old. If you leave ice cubes and don't use them for a long time, okay, what's my 8th grade science? Sublimates? You know, when water evaporates, when ice
Yes.
evaporates, it sublimates, I think. So ice can shrink, but that could just be from, if you leave them in there for several weeks, it'll do that naturally. Because the freezer is blowing air across them and they're going to get small. But if they're misshapen, like if there's like, if they come out brand new and they're only half the size, that could be a water supply problem.
Okay, so that seems like a lot of things to keep an eye on, but all, pretty basic.
And the good news is our technicians usually truck stock these, so you can take care of any ice maker issue with one visit. Or if it's not an ice maker issue, they can find out what the problem is.
Yep, do some troubleshooting.
Yeah, that's what we do. What do you got there on your notes? Anything else?
I think we pretty much covered everything that we were discussing. So then, do you know what we're going to be talking about next week with the refrigerators?
I mean, it's not
Maybe
Tuesday at 11:50, so no, I don't know what we're going to be talking about next week. So, whatever.
Yeah, in the
if you have
meantime,
any
send us your
suggestions.
questions. We'll be more than happy to answer them. You can give us a call, 800-752-7123. Submit a question on our website, appliancemaster.com. And otherwise, we'll see you next week.
And remember to share these videos on Facebook or not. Anyway, thank you for tuning in again this week.